The victim of yesterday morning's shooting on La Crosse's south side has been identified. 17-year-old George Miller of La Crosse was fatally shot on the 1300 block of Redfield Street around 10 yesterday morning. Miller's body was found about a block away on Green Bay Street. After a several-hour standoff last night, the La Crosse Police Department arrested the alleged shooter. 18-year-old Deshaun Randall was taken into custody around 10:45 p.m. on the 900 block of Denton Street in La Crosse. News 8's Kyle Dimke spoke with folks who live in the neighborhood near the shootings. He joins us now in our newsroom with more. Kyle?
It's pretty quiet today. Not too many people are out and about. However, I was able to speak with a few residents off camera who say yesterday's shooting is tragic. Not only did someone lose their life, but other lives will never be the same. All the homes on the 900 block of Denton Street had been evacuated and the power turned off when all of a sudden, that loud explosion is what the La Crosse emergency response team calls a door breach. And about an hour later, the alleged shooter, 18-year-old Deshaun Randall, surrendered to police. Today, neighbors are trying to get back to their daily routine.
Well, today I feel a little bit better. Yesterday was kind of scary.
Rebecca Ehlers says in the 8 years she lived in this neighborhood, nothing like this has ever happened. She says she used to be able to let her grandkids play in the front yard alone, but now that has changed.
It is hard to feel safe.
Ehlers says over the past 24 hours, she's been thinking a lot about what happened, and she has a perspective that might catch some by surprise.
My heart goes out to both families and both the victim and the shooter.
Ehlers says she, of course, feels terrible for the family of 17-year-old George Miller, but says Randall was just a kid himself.
Sometimes we forget what their life must have been like to lead them to do something like that.
She says La Crosse residents need to use this tragedy as an example that something needs to change.
What can we do to educate these young people to get them off the streets, to get them away from drugs, to get them the help that they need?
Ehlers says she doesn't know what led to this shooting, but what she does know is that something needs to be done to make sure it doesn't happen again.
It's a tragedy on both ends, both the victim and the shooter. I mean, we didn't lose one life yesterday, we lost two.
And I spoke with another resident who says they are newer to the neighborhood and had no reservations about purchasing their home. They told me the neighborhood is just like any other, and even today they don't regret their decision to move in.
All right, thanks so much, Kyle. Deshaun Randall will be in court on Monday and is expected to be charged with first-degree intentional homicide.